All right. What's going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? I am back. Why am I so freaking shiny? God, the lighting is so awful. Holy shit, I look so shiny. All right, whatever. I'm back home from Toronto. I'm back home, and it feels good to be back home because that was a long ass trip. That was a really long fucking trip, but I'm glad to be back home. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about here, and I don't know how many people are gonna be on here, and I don't know how long I'm gonna go on. But here's my plan. Okay, here's my plan. We're gonna talk about TIFF People's Choice because I forgot that was happening today, so I actually changed the title like this morning. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go through everything I watched kind of quickly at TIFF because, spoiler alert, I am not going to review everything I saw from TIFF. Hell no, no way, not going to do it. Can't make me. And then, depending on how long I go, I know Amsterdam is playing right now. So maybe if reactions start coming out and I'm still streaming, then maybe we can kind of go through it. But yeah, that's kind of it. I just want to do a quick little Sunday stream. Like I said, the streams would be back, and yeah, I guess that'll be it. How many movies did I see? I mean, not that much compared to other people because, as you could tell from my videos, I was just so out of it, so tired, just so hungry all the time. Like I'm like, yo, can we like get dinner? And they're like, yo, I gotta go to another movie. I'm like, when are you gonna eat? Because like I need to eat. I think I ended up seeing like 22. I think I saw 22 movies. Um, yeah, I think that sounds right. 22 movies in 6 days, which I can't tell if that sounds like a lot or not. But yeah, 22. Some people they saw like 37 in like less days than me. That is, I can't do it. I can't do it. Those people like that, those are the kind of peoples where I'm like, yo, maybe I don't like movies like that. Because no way in hell I'm doing like 5 or 6 movies a day. No. Four, absolute limit. My absolute limit, no way in hell I can do five. Okay. After three, I'm dead. After three, I'm dead. If there's a really good movie for the fourth one, then I went at TIFF. Other than that, three is good. Oh, Brian, my guy. Dude, I appreciate you. Hope you had an awesome time. I did have a good time. I did have a very good time. I know I was complaining a lot, and I will continue to complain because I've never been so exhausted day after day, especially coming from the West Coast where everything is East Coast time. So I was basically waking up at like 3 a.m. my time. But yeah, I did have a very good time. I met a lot of people, and I met some of you even, which is crazy. And some of y'all are like TIFF workers there. That's crazy. That was crazy when I saw that. But yeah, okay. So with that being said, we can let's kind of move to TIFF People's Choice here. Give me 1 second. Let me just set everything up because this shit is so fucking weird. God damn. I need to fix my lighting, yo. I hate how the light reflects off my skin right now. Okay, whatever. That's good enough. Let me shrink myself down. Haha. All right, so this morning, the Fablemans. Oh, actually, let me say this. So I'll go through everything, right? The agenda here, and then y'all can just ask me any questions from TIFF because I ended up seeing a lot that we'll probably have to talk about later. So if I can provide any clarity, or if y'all have any questions that y'all want, y'all can ask me then, and I'll answer it. But woke up this morning. The Fablemans wins TIFF People's Choice in probably the most inconsequential win in a while. That is what everyone expected, including me on the ground at TIFF. People were asking me what I thought, and I was like, I mean, it's just probably going to be the Fablemans. And that's what it is. So the Fablemans wins, and then first runner-up was Women Talking, which is nice to see. Some people are like, it's too inaccessible for people. It's too cold. It's too dark. And then Glass Onion places third. So what did I vote for? I voted for a lot, actually, because you can vote for as many times as you want, but only one movie per email. And I don't care enough to like change my email that much. So I voted for Women Talking. I voted for Banshees. I think I voted for Glass Onion. The Menu I did. So I actually voted for a lot because I did enjoy a good amount. I actually did not vote for The Fablemans. That's one where I'm just like, well, like, why do I need to vote for it? You know, like it's gonna happen anyway. But you know, I don't remember the stat off the top of the head, but you know, the movie that wins TIFF People's Choice, it's just getting nominated for Best Picture, and everyone knew this already. And I will say about The Fablemans, which I do have a review up on my channel. Thank you, Steven Spielberg, for including Arizona. You know, I was very worried that since this is kind of a fictional tale, you know, like obviously the name, it's based off his life, but the names are changed and whatever. I was like, man, if I watch this damn movie and all of a sudden he's growing up in like Venice, California, I'm gonna be pissed because he was raised in Arizona from the childhood development part of his life, and it is included. So Arizona is shown in there. Y'all can see it, and yeah, y'all can see how dead Arizona is. Even though we do have the best roads in the country, it is so nice, and you know, everyone should experience driving in Arizona once. You know, everyone should experience that. Um, do you like The Fablemans better than The Irishman? I do like The Fablemans more than The Irishman. I'm not huge on The Irishman. Having said that, I wasn't able to see The Irishman in theaters, so I had to watch it at home. And as I've said before, long movies at home is kind of tough for me. And I just felt like I saw Scorsese do the same thing. So I'm honestly not huge on The Irishman. I think it's a very well-made movie, but I've seen it once and I don't really care to go back. The Fablemans is better in my head now that I'm kind of away from the festival a little bit. It's kind of better there. But that kind of brings me to the bigger point. So do you think The Fablemans will suffer from frontrunner fatigue? Part of the dog style. Part of the dog style. There's like the La La Land style, which that one hurts me a lot. Basically, you know, the early frontrunner prophecy has already started. It's already started. It is going exactly how I imagine it going. When I see tweets being like, well, I mean, The Fablemans is just like locked to win Best Picture, right? I'm like, yes. Yes, keep tweeting out that dumb shit. Even if it ends up happening, just keep tweeting it out because I would be going against everything I've covered on this channel if I just say The Fablemans is going to win Best Picture. I would be going against everything that I've covered here and everything that I've seen. Not too many movies are set in Arizona. Which city or state that not a lot of movies would you like to be used as settings more? Oh gosh, I don't know. Somewhere weird. It's just somewhere like, I don't know. Go to like South Dakota or something. Just want to see something weird. Green Book won TIFF People's Choice. Okay, Green Book did win TIFF People's Choice, but that wasn't the front runner. Like, I mean, I don't remember it like that much, that clearly, but I do know that Roma was considered just the absolute favorite up until like PGA, and then it started getting weird. But that's one of the one things there. So this is simply early front runner status, and for those watching, I'll give y'all a sneak peek. I have not touched my predictions since August. I have not even touched them. I've barely looked at them because I knew I was going through all these festivals. I had The Fablemans at number 1, and I said in my video, I said that it's probably like a placeholder for me right now. And The Fablemans I've seen it. It world premiered at TIFF. It got rave reviews. It has like an insanely high score on Letterboxd right now. It won TIFF People's Choice. And I'm ready to make the switch. I've wanted to do it with all my heart, but I've kept out because I don't want to hurt myself because I get too invested sometimes. But for y'all listening on the stream, early peak, I think I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I think I'm just gonna predict everything everywhere for Best Picture. I think I'm just gonna put it at number 1. The last time I went in on a passion pick, it was Parasite, and that felt damn good because if I didn't predict Parasite and then it won, obviously it would still be amazing, but I wouldn't have that feeling inside. I'm willing to go down with the ship, so I'm probably gonna change it to Everything Everywhere All at Once eventually. Now, that might be a mistake, and if there is one person to kind of break that, it would be Steven Spielberg, a movie that I did like, and I know a lot of people really did like, but I don't know. I'm gonna change it. I'm changing it. That I just can't deny the passion picks. I can't do it. maybe that's a mistake, and maybe this race really is just over right now. But I'm not doing it. Not doing it. It feels way too easy, and like I don't. It does worry me a little bit because the Fablemans, I'm not gonna spoil anything obviously, but the Fablemans ending. I don't mean the ending scene. I mean like the literal ending through the ending shot. It is like such like a like people are just gonna like laugh and smile. It's like one of those endings. Like the final shot and the ending is great in the Fablemans. That's the only thing that kind of concerns me, you know? Like Coda has a great final shot, right? With the thing out the window. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just overthinking, but that's basically what it is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think are Babylon's chance of winning Best Picture? I don't know. Honestly, I don't feel like it's just gonna win. Like that trailer is crazy and insane, and I love it, but it almost seems a little too wild for that. Second place, pretty big for Women Talking. Critics just haven't been that elite, but it seemed to play well with audiences at TIFF. So, it's crazy. Women Talking, and I know someone asked that question before, Women Talking was the best movie I saw at the festival. And that was, I think, the second movie I saw at TIFF. It was on the first day. I saw Triangle of Sadness and then Women Talking. And Women Talking was just like my favorite from the festival, and it really wasn't close. There's like one thing that bothers me about Women Talking, which people have talked about, which is the color grading is just a little bit too much. But it's like color grading at the end of the day, and you get used to it. And I thought Women Talking was like fantastic. Any chances of Foy beating Williams? In my heart, yes, because I think I actually like Claire Foy more than Michelle Williams in terms of their performances. But I don't know. This is the one instance where vote splitting might actually hurt it because like the performances are so good in Women Talking that I think it's actually like people don't know who to vote for. We'll see how the critics group plays out. I'm interested to see what my critics group plays out. My critics group that I'm in now, they gave Belfast Best Picture and Director. Insane. When I saw that, I was like, nope, I'm joining the organization, trying to make a change. So it might be one of those deals where critics groups just like kind of pick one and then just kind of go with it. Or it might just be the favorite situation and they just kind of hold hands, Claire Foy and Buckley all the way to the nomination, but then they're never win competitive. If I'm being honest, Michelle Williams is like, I'm going to keep her at number one, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do you think Spielberg wins director? Gosh, it's not as like flashy as you think. Like, I really want to watch this again because, I don't know, like maybe my expectations were too high or whatever, but I don't know, it's not as big. Like I see the Babylon trailer and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like how is that not like a directory movie? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do you see Glass Onion getting any acting nominations? Netflix doesn't have a lot of contenders. It would really, literally only be Janelle Monáe, or that's it. And even then, I don't think so. Let me see. I'm just going through your stuff. What movie surpassed your expectations, and what movie didn't meet up to them? The Menu absolutely surpassed my expectations. And what movie didn't meet up to them? I mean, I guess it's The Sun, even though, I have a review up. I don't hate The Sun, like I'm not angry about it, but yeah, it was a little disappointing. I mean, considering, for me how excited I was about it. Okay. So yeah, we barely really talked about this, but it's because this shit like doesn't matter. Like even if the Fabelmans didn't win TIFF, it's like okay, like it's getting in. One thing that is interesting is that The Whale didn't place, and for an audience-driven movie, because critics are still pretty mixed on it, it didn't place. But some people are like, oh, it's a number of screenings, but then others is like, it doesn't really matter. So that's interesting to me. And what's crazy is, from what I last checked, if you look at the Metacritic score for The Whale and The Sun, it's different by about like 4 points. That's crazy. Considering the talk about it, that's crazy. So that's it there. Do you think Paul Dano is getting nominated? Oh, man, I really have no clue. I actually thought he was. I thought he was good, and he has moments. Like I don't think it's just straight up like a subtlety, monotone dad. But I don't know. Like I'm so confused on the Judd Hirsch thing. Like he has a great scene, but like it's a scene, and it's not. It's not even like a Bradley Cooper and Licorice Pizza type. It's literally like one scene, and like it's good, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to see it again. I want to see it again. Okay. Once again, keep the questions coming. I'll try to provide clarity as I can. Cause I don't know. TIFF has a lot of shit. Like last year, I went to New York Film Festival. I didn't go to TIFF, and I feel like there was a lot of stuff that I still didn't really see. But after TIFF, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm almost good. There's only a few things I haven't seen yet. So, oh gosh, I'm here for My Policeman. Yeah, we'll get there. I didn't hate My Policeman. We'll get there though. Is Judd Hirsch in the Fabelmans like Judi Dench in Belfast? No, Judi Dench is in Belfast more than Judd Hirsch is in the Fabelmans. So okay, let's go to my Letterboxd. Okay, let's go here. At the Film Drunk on Letterboxd, feel free to follow me. Not to toot my own horn, I like my Letterboxd very much. I think it's funny, but it's just one word, like joke reviews sometimes. So if y'all ain't a fan of that, no worries. That's what I have this channel for, to actually do serious reviews. So let's see. Okay, so on the 7th, I was actually in Toronto, but I see how they run. I think that's fine, but whatever. I did see Triangle of Sadness. I liked it. However, that shit is too long. That shit is way too long. God damn, I really felt the length on it. But I also want to watch it again because I get motion sickness very easily. Not really watching a movie, but on the plane ride to Toronto, which was one of the worst plane rides ever, I was just getting motion sick. I was like nauseous. And I landed at night on the 6th, and on the 8th, the first day of the fest, I still felt nauseous. Not that bad, but I felt it. So, without spoiling anything, with Triangle of Sadness, they're on a boat, and you've seen some of the posters and trailer. There's some scenes of people throwing up. And since they're on a boat, the camera work is nice where it'll tilt to make it look like it's leaning. It just wasn't an ideal movie for me to see while still feeling nauseous, okay? So I do want to see it again. However, it still was very funny, and I like moments of it, but way too long. Like, way too long. Like, that shit cannot. That shit cannot. Okay, was a puppet in Pinocchio not just a weird to show you so much? Oh, yeah, y'all see my Pinocchio down there? Yeah, I'll be honest, 2 stars is a little bit nice for me to give Pinocchio 2 stars. That feels a little bit too nice there. Triangle Sadness 4D experience. Oh my god, you guys have no... Like, the people I was with, I wasn't saying anything because, like, whatever, I'm trying to have a good time. But I was kind of going through it that first day. I was like, I feel sick. I feel ill. And the fact that I knew I had so many more movies to get through, I was like, oh boy, I need to get over this real quick. Like, real quick. Okay, so yeah, Triangle of Sadness there. I gave it 3.5 stars. I'm not going to review it on my channel, I don't think. But that's that. Women Talking, I have a review up. Gave it 4.5 stars. It's the best of the festival for me. I thought it was fantastic. The performances are all amazing. I don't need to talk about this that much. I am so confused on why people think it's like inaccessible, because even though I liked what is it called? The Power of the Dog, I understand and I accept that movie is very cold and distant and can be seen as inaccessible. Like I did not recommend my friends watch The Power of the Dog for like movie night. I would not do that. I am so confused why people think that's the case for Women Talking. Women Talking is just accessible. Like, it's an accessible movie. It's a very watchable movie. Maybe it's because I enjoy movies where it's like mostly dialogue driven of people in like a limited location. I enjoy those type of movies, but the Women Talking thing, is so weird to me. Like, it is not one of those movies to me. Take it however you want, but to me it's not. Probably has adapted on lock already? Yeah, probably. I know I talked to some people who thought it was a little bit overwritten. I personally didn't feel that way. Really, my only complaint is just the color grading is just not. That's not. And I know that's so small, but like, can't give that 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Can't give that 5 stars. Okay, y'all are taking a look at. Yeah, Beetlejuice was fun. That was the first time. Did you like One Night in Miami? I did like One Night in Miami. I like that movie. I do like that movie. So yeah, women talking. I have a review up, but keep the questions coming, whichever. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. So y'all can just look at the top of the screen here. Okay, Living. I saw Living. Bill Nighy get some Best Actor buzz. It's Sony Pictures Classics. If someone did ask me what is the most like average like mid movie I saw, it's Living. I don't hate it. It's fine. I don't love it. It's just mid. Like I don't know. Like, and we'll get to The Sun, but at least to me The Sun has some highs and then some lows. To me, that's more interesting than a movie that is just fine. Like it just stayed fine. Bill Nighy is very good. He's very good. It's a good performance. I maintain that this is Clifton Collins Jr. from last year, from that movie Jockey. I think that's what it is. I just don't buy it as a Best Actor. Like, I just don't buy it. Like, prove me wrong. I guess I'll be happy, for Bill Nighy. But it's just fucking mid. I don't know. It's fine. It's like a fine movie. Did you hear about Bulgari? Yeah, I did. That is like stuck in my head right now. Sony Pictures Classic got to pick between Jackman and Nighy. Yep. I guess they got to pick. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm so confused on The Sun, but whatever. We'll get here. The Inspection, 3 stars. I think Jeremy Pope is very good, actually. I think he's very good. It's just like the movie was like, it's just like a very straightforward story. Like, where it's going. I thought the ending was a little bit weird. I didn't really understand like what message they're trying to go for. But yeah, that's honestly, I don't really have that much to say about The Inspection. Honestly, like the best part of The Inspection was I finally met up with Karsten Runquist, like in person. So that was cool. We actually had like the same schedule for like a few days. I met a lot of cool people, honestly. But yeah, that's where I met Karsten Runquist. That was like the most memorable thing about it. It's once again, Jeremy Pope is probably the takeaway for me. And maybe he can get some love at like one of like the Spirit Awards or something. I doubt this is an Oscar thing. I mean, A24 can barely juggle one movie, let alone like 3. So yeah, that's really it. I don't really think anyone is asking much questions about that. Can I be your son? You're Hugh Jackman. Yeah, you can be my son. That's fine. Okay, Weird Al. The Al Yankovic story. Oddly enough, this was the hardest screening to get into for press because they kind of messed it up. Thank you to Adriano and the Oscar expert because I was able to get in, and they tried to screw me. I went upstairs. The theater was upstairs. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. The line starts downstairs," and I was like, "No," because y'all be texting me. I was like, "They're up here." They're like, "Yes, I know, but we're running out of space, so the line starts downstairs." And I was like, so I'll admit, I was like, "Oh yeah, I just had a phone call, so I just stepped out of line. I was up here before." So they're like, "Okay, you can just stay up here then." And if I didn't do that, I would not have gotten in because someone messed up, and one line got in first, and then other people who thought they were like first in line ended up not getting in. Whatever. This movie is really funny. I think the first half is genuinely hilarious, and then the second half kind of goes off the rails, which is good, but almost to the point where I was like, I'm almost like tired of laughing. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, is this actually like funny now, or is this just completely absurdist? How is Quinta Brunson a weird? She's amazing on Abbott. Yeah, she is great on Abbott Elementary. She like legitimate like 2 minutes. It's like 2-3 minutes. So Weird Al's Oscar chances. I don't know. I don't remember if there's an original song there. I mean, I can't. Nothing. If Daniel Radcliffe gets like a Globe nomination, that would be. I would mess with that. I would mess with that a lot. Okay, So, third movie of the day. Fableman's is better. It's not even close. Bros. Went to the world premiere of Bros, and I really liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars, which might seem a little low, just how people are talking about it. But honestly, it's the Judd Apatow curse, which is to say, it's too long. It's way too long, which just tends to happen with all Judd Apatow produced movies. Let alone, he didn't direct it, but produced way too long, and because of that, it kind of started to drag for me a little bit. I thought some of the characters were a little bit too one note ish. You know, I wish they kind of gave it a little bit more to do. But even then, it is like really hilarious. I mean, I really love a lot of parts about Bros. Probably talk about which celebrity appearance at the fest made you the most starstruck. I don't know. I don't know. Like, cause I was never like insanely close, like within like arm's distance for people. So I wasn't really getting starstruck that much. I mean, like I was in the room with Harry Styles in the My Policeman press conference. I'm not a Harry Styles stans, but my friends are. So I only stayed in there because I knew they wanted a picture. The person I was with was like, "Yo, like, do you want to go?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I got a duty to my friends to like take a picture of Harry Styles." So he was really close. Steven Spielberg was insanely close. That's one. I mean, Brendan Fraser was right there. Paul Dano. There's a lot. There's a lot. In general, are you a rom-com guy? You know what? That's a good point. I'm not really a rom-com guy. I feel like they kind of go through the same plot points, so maybe that is part of it. But honestly, Bros I thought was good. So, everyone should check that out. Next day, I'm just kind of going through these. We don't have to talk too much about it. The Woman King. I'm pleasantly surprised that people really love this. Like an A plus, like that's cool. You know, I saw that hashtag boycott the Woman King was trending on Twitter, and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna just flop in theaters. But no, A plus cinema score, $19 million opening weekend. Yeah, it's on like a $50 million budget, but hopefully with the A plus, it means good legs. I liked this movie. I thought it was really good. I'm like struggling to like remember, like they're all starting to like blend together. I saw this with like the Oscar expert and all of them, and we all liked it. I'm not sure how much like character development people got. I thought it was like a little bit predictable. However, the concerns about the movie are addressed in the movie. But I'm also not going to be one where it's like if people are just concerned or just don't like the fact that this is even a movie, like that's fine. Like it's okay for people to feel like that. But like if you do watch the movie, I think it addresses what they're talking about. Have you seen Barbarian? I have seen Barbarian. That's the last movie I saw. Not at TIFF, but I saw it a few days ago, and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was fucking awesome. That's one of the better ones I saw. Okay, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. I reviewed that on my channel. I talked about it. I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. If there's any questions about Glass Onion you want me to answer, feel free to ask them. I think I like this more than the first one. However, I think the first one is a much smoother ride. At the same time, the first Knives Out to me is a pretty like straightforward like whodunit. Like it's like the reveal is fine. It's pretty linear storytelling. It's very well done, but it's just like a normal murder mystery. Glass Onion is much more unconventional in how it unfolds, and because of that, I like it more. And the first 30 minutes, like I said in the review, I thought was pretty clunky and a little awkward, and I was like, I don't know about this one. And then like literally, it was almost like a checkpoint, like or a checklist. It just started like erasing all the flaws I had with it. I still only gave it 4 because like the beginning is still awkward, but I don't know. I want to watch it again, and I want to see. So, what we got? What kind of questions we got here? Does Glass Onion have best picture chances? Okay, it does have best picture chances, but I don't think I'm gonna put it in my picture. I said that I would have to see it win People's Choice. I'd have to see it win, not just place. It'd have to win, and I don't have it in best picture now. Since it's a Netflix main push. Okay, so I guess that'll kind of go into because, you'll see later in the letterbox thing. I did see All Quiet on the Western Front. Um, oh man, it's a tough call. And like, see, I do want to be a part of these like awards teams because there was awards people. What am I trying to say? There's people from Netflix on the awards team that was at TIFF, and they were kind of asking around for people. And honestly, the main takeaway from talking to them and hearing others talk to them was they don't really know. Like, they're not sure. They're kind of waiting and seeing how things play out. So honestly, I would have to assume that Glass Onion placing kind of confirms to them that they should make it their number one push. I'll be honest, I like Glass Onion more than All Quiet on the Western Front. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's happening this year with Netflix. I don't know if it's happening this year with Netflix. Once again, I thought Glass Onion was awesome, and it is one of my favorite of the festival. I just don't know if it's like a picture thing. I don't know. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see it. Okay, let's keep going. Once again, just ask any questions. It's all right if whatever. Fabelmans talked about. Got a review for that. I mean, it went to People's Choice. I like the coming of age side of the Fabelmans. I don't care for like the just complete like overindulgence of like, look how amazing movies are. Like, and maybe that's just me being a cynical asshole, but that's the part that didn't work for me as well. I liked everything about the coming of age story. I liked the family drama aspect. It's just some of the other stuff I just didn't care for. And, I said that in my review. I was like, yo, film students really gonna watch this and be like, he just like me for real. And don't get upset at that either, film students. Okay, it's not that deep. All right, like what you like. It's not that deep. Gosh. So I have the menu next. Okay, so I think I'm gonna review on my channel The Menu, My Policeman, and The Greatest Beer Run Ever. So do I show that, right? Whatever. It's literally public on my freaking letterbox. Doesn't even matter. The Menu, a whopping 4.5 stars. It is absolutely one of the best movies I saw at TIFF. I can't believe it. I just can't believe how well it worked on me. And honestly, the audience I saw it with, which was press, it was a press and industry screening. Everyone I talked to just loved it. And there was like, The Menu was one of the most talked about movies of the fest. Like, legitimately. Not just a thing on Twitter. Like, it was seriously one of the most buzzed about movies at the fest. And that's really cool to me. I mean, I was excited for The Menu. First of all, I thought the first trailer was good. I didn't see the second one. It's the director of a lot of Succession episodes. I love Ray Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy. However, it's like kind of like a horror, or not, I don't know, not really horror, but like a thriller-ish, what the hell is going on, and also like a comedy. And it fucking worked. I thought it worked so well. I thought the balancing of tones was so good. So I really loved the I know plenty of people who gave it 5 stars. Plenty of people who gave it 5 stars. So I don't want to like hype this up too much, and I already can see people being like, oh, the ending is a bit of a letdown. Because typically, with movies like this, there's always some build up, and then I feel like 8 times out of 10, the ending just lets people down. I thought the ending worked. I thought it was that was really good. So The Menu, I gave 4.5 stars. I thought it was absolutely one of the best of the festival, and everyone should watch it when it comes out. That was great. Ray Fiennes is just hilarious in this. Like, he's so perfect in it. So yes, The Menu, so good. Is this the second favorite of the festival? It is. Women Talking, and then The Menu, much to my surprise. Much to my surprise. It was absolutely one of the best for me. It was such a good time. It was so funny. That's the thing about it. It was so funny. And Ray Fiennes just delivering this dialogue is like hilarious. And it also touches, with, I don't want to spoil everything I'm going to say in the review, but it really does touch on like pretentiousness, which I think a lot of us here with movies can relate to, whether you're the one being really pretentious or you're the one kind of criticizing this like quote art. Because like fine dining, like sometimes it's like the smallest portions, a little garnish, and it's like $70, I'll perfectly say I make fun of that shit all the time, and I'm sure there is a part of me that can't appreciate that art, but I also like that they kind of talk about how kind of stupid it is. So it is a perfect genre mixer, like you said. The menu is awesome, so y'all should absolutely check it out. Okay, My Policeman. I gave it 3 stars. I was really between 2.5 or 3, but I ended up just giving 3. This is probably the most like it's one of the more basic movies, and I don't even like saying that because it's about like Harry Styles, David Dawson, kind of gay lovers, but it's like a triangle, not of sadness. It's like a triangle. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these people are just kind of connecting each other, and there's like secrecy and everything, but like how it's gonna end. Like you just know the story. Like absolutely, you know the story. And I think I am gonna review My Policeman just because I want the Harry Styles stands to find it. I didn't hate it. I'll say that I didn't hate it. It is absolutely carried by the performances. Okay. Once again, as a story, it is so basic. It doesn't do anything new or revolutionary. It is completely by the books. But Emma Corrin is fantastic. David Dawson is great. Harry Styles he's okay in this. I haven't seen Don't Worry Darling yet because the screening was while I was in Toronto. I think Harry Styles is good at like a more reserved acting, or when he's trying to be like charming to like get the girl, like that kind of thing. But there are some scenes where like when he has to show emotion and like yell and like argue, it's a little rough. But he's still okay in this. He's okay in this. The person next to me who saw it, I guess I don't know why I'm like keeping it, but the person next to me absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated this movie. He didn't want to be mean, but he thought Harry Styles was very not good. But honestly, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate this movie. It's fine. I am a little confused on why TIFF decided to award the cast like the ensemble award when like Women Talking is right there. But I mean, sure. But My Policeman, honestly, it is like a very basic movie, and I don't know. I feel like I'm being overly generous giving it 3, like looking at some of my other scores, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It really is. It really is by the numbers. I mean, yeah. Hey, listen, like this is gonna sound really stupid, but like when Harry Styles came in at the end of Eternals, I guess spoilers for Eternals, I actually thought like I kind of bought him in that, right? Because he's a little like almost like cheery, and he's like smiling and like charming. And then I was like, oh, I kind of see what people are talking about here. And then you see the clip of Don't Worry Darling, and I see him in My Policeman, and just when he's like yelling and angry, I'm like, oh man, this is a little tough. But yeah, I'm probably gonna review My Policeman though, so I'll probably get into it more. Okay, The Whale. I reviewed it. I am shocked at how many people were interested in The Whale. Oh, how was Harry at the press conference? I think he might be like the worst interviewee like I've seen. Like dude, my guy doesn't know how to answer a question. Like it takes so long for him to answer a question, so long. Like, dude, just get to the point, my guy. And he's like, it's almost like his brain is coming out with all these words, and his mouth is trying to like keep up with it. So it ends up being this whole like mishmash of words. And then the one good thing he said at that press conference was he talked about the movie. He said I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like the movie's about wasted time. And that's a beautiful thing because time is like the one thing that we can't control. He said something like that. And I was like, bruh, you just wasted my time this past like half an hour with your answers, bro. Like, god dang. I'm not like, once again, I was pretty kind to Harry Styles, compared to the people I talked to. I thought he was fine. But like, oh man, yeah, the press conference, not it. It's just, I don't know. I respect it because he seems like very innocent. Like he's clearly, this is like a new thing for him, even though he's been in the spotlight for a while. But I mean, the interview stuff, someone need to get on him with that one. Jeez. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm just looking, making sure. It was great meeting you at the Whale screening. Oh, is that you? Yeah, I remember, dude. Appreciate you. It was so crazy when people like came up to me and like knew who I was. Like some of them like asked for pictures. That is so crazy to me. I am not that interesting of a person. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we're moving on from my place because I don't want to talk about stuff. He said some dumb things about it. I don't want to talk about it. We're in The Whale. Okay, Brendan Fraser is absolutely amazing in The Whale. The acting from the whole cast is just great in The Whale. I'm mixed positive on the movie. I think some of it's a little hollow, runs a little flat, and I think it takes time for it to really start, getting the gears going on it. Having said that, I am so desperate to watch this again. I just want to, I don't know. I just want to ask, or I just want to. I really want to make sure that that's how I feel about it. Um, oh, yeah. That's crazy that you got your question answered. That is insane. That is insane. Do you think Fraser will win Best Actor? Does losing Volpe hurt his chances? I mean, I'm inclined to believe he will win Best Actor, especially since I do think the makeup will get nominated, and that certainly helps. And I mean, we'll talk about Banshees, but I don't know if I see like Colin Farrell as like a winning performance. You know what I mean? Even though I did love it, I would say that he would be the number one. It is weird that The Whale has done nothing awards wise in terms of Venice and TIFF. It didn't place. I mean, Brendan Fraser did not win Best Actor over Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell won. So that's something to take note of. Critics are pretty mixed on the movie. Yeah, I think it has a 64 on Metacritic. For reference, The Sun has a 60. And the way we've been talking about those, it's been crazy. But I still think it'll kind of get in because the audience was like people were like sniffling in the theater. Like it was almost a little bit annoying. Like there were so many people around me just sniffling. But yeah, I think Fraser's amazing. Like that's the one thing about it. Yes, A24, like The Whale is clearly their second like priority. I think they're putting most of their stock in Everything Everywhere, and if they know what they're doing, that's good. Like you should put everything in Everything Everywhere, and then maybe whatever's left you kind of push to Frasier. But I mean, this is a real test for A24 because they like shocked everyone with Moonlight, and then they've kind of wet the bed ever since. So they like if Everything Everywhere or The Whale like underperforms, like that is tough. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. Could The Whale be a Best Director player? I don't think so. I don't believe that. But yeah, the supporting actors is pretty interesting. I said in my video, like I just firmly believe Hong Chau's the better bet than Sadie Sink, but they could cancel each other out. I don't really know what I would do because I have not looked at my predictions in a long time. I'll be doing that. I don't know, within the next week or so or whatever. But I'm not sure. Like this, like it might tap out at just actor, screenplay, makeup, and then who knows what else. But yeah. Sorry. Minati went. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean it's a COVID thing, so whatever. But yeah, The Whale. I'm really interested to know what everyone thinks about it. So. Yeah, keep asking about everything because we'll wrap this up soon, or at least this diary stuff. I saw The Good Nurse, Jessica Chastain, just love my life, just looks so good. She was there. Eddie Redmayne got in. I thought this movie was fine. It actually started off pretty good, and then it just kind of petered out towards the end. Finally someone knows that Eddie Redmayne should just be a serial killer. Like, thank you. It should be. And yeah, it's fine. Like I was in between 3.5 or 3. I ended up just going 3 just because I think it goes a little bit long. But Jessica Chastain's daughter in this movie is my friend's little sister, and I gotta support that because she is really good. Also, I can't imagine being 10 years old or however old she is, acting across from Jessica Chastain. I don't understand that. That shit crazy. But yeah, what is this movie? It's a true story about like a nurse who is like secretly killing people, and that's not spoiling anything because it's literally What is it in the trailer? This Michael Keaton cameo as one of his victims. Oh, wow, that's tough. That's tough. They should have done that. But yeah, I thought the Good Nurse is solid. You know, no ill will. I think that could be like a good or like a solid like watch a movie with your friends type of thing. Assuming your friends aren't all like film nerds. It's so I'm gonna need you to come through for everything and just like it's got to like they have the goods honestly, like they have the goods to actually win, and if they don't, that's a shame. All right, let's kind of go through these a little bit more. We're doing fine on time. Wendell and Wild. This one absolutely breaks my heart. This was the worst movie I saw at the festival, and that hurts me to say so bad because I love Coraline, and then I love Henry Selick, Key and Peele cast, stop motion, everything about it I was on board for. Honestly, I was not gonna miss this movie like no way in hell. I wanted to see it so bad, and I really did not think anything about it worked. The 2.5 is kind of high for what I wanted to do because I just respect the animation so much, and there is some good voice acting from Key and Peele mainly. Other than that, I didn't think the voice acting was great, and the story is such a fucking mess. The story is such a mess, and it's just not popping. Not popping for me with that one. So that one makes me sad. However, people did seem to like it more than I did. So, who knows about that one, but I really did not like Wendell and Wild at all. Rip Bardo Oscar chances. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seems like it though, right? Kind of seems like they're kind of done. All right. Empire of Light. Made a review about it. 3.5 stars. It just got me. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. It just got me. Okay, the score, cinematography, Olivia Colman. It just fucking got me. It worked on me a little bit. The story is a mess. It just worked on me. In the video, I will say I did say that I was like, I still think this is like a picture thing. I might be running that back a little bit. I don't know. I really have to sit down and think about it. But yeah, Empire of Light. I already have a review out for it. Michael Ward is very good. I think he would be lead. I think I can honestly see the case for both, but whatever. Banshees, 4 stars, loved it. One of my favorites of the fest. That shit was hilarious. Colin Farrell is fantastic. That's the best performance for me. I love Carrie Condon. She was amazing. However, I almost want to go on a limb and just not predict Brendan Gleeson because I don't really know what about it was like that awards worthy. Gosh, and that hurts me to say so bad. I want this to happen, but I love Brendan Gleeson. But like the character, I feel like he doesn't do that much. So I'm like, why? Like why would he get this then? But I talked to some people afterwards, and they thought he was still great. But like honestly, for me, like Barry Keoghan was more of a standout. And like if it was me, I would put Barry Keoghan ahead of Brendan Gleeson because like Barry Keoghan actually like has stuff to it, and I saw how the audience responded to his character. So I don't know. Is Gleeson considered lead or supporting because Golder was running the lead? That's weird to me. I think it's supporting. Like I think it's just clearly Colin Farrell. I mean, if they want to just do co-lead, I mean, I guess go for it, and then maybe Barry Keoghan can slip in. But I don't know. But Banshees was great, and I'm not even huge on 3 Billboards. I don't hate that movie, but I think that movie's like fine. But Banshees was good. I really liked Banshees. That played one of the best at the fest that I saw. So, are the Batman villains getting nominations here? It could be. Should everyone except Batman himself and Catwoman, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna go, on a limb and just say, fuck it, like fuck everyone else. I'm gonna put Barry Keoghan ahead of Brendan Gleeson or whatever. I don't know if I'm ready to do that, but I'm very close to. I think it's happening for picture. I mean, the screenplay is fantastic, so I think it should. Okay, Decision to Leave, I gave 4 stars. I don't think I'm gonna review that on my channel yet. If I do, maybe I'll see you later. I'll be honest. If you're looking at the dates, that was my 4th movie. And a little story time, real quick. I was so dead, like so dead, and I was like, I want to give Decision to Leave like my full attention, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna skip Decision to Leave. I'm gonna get some sleep. I walked to the hotel, and as I'm walking up, 3 fire trucks pull up in front of the Hyatt, and I was like, oh boy, that's not good. I was like, fuck it. I walk in the hotel lobby anyways. Alarm is just blaring, and I stand by the elevator, and I see about like 6 firefighters just walking across. One of them holding an axe, and alarms going off, security is going off, and I saw the last firefighter come in, and he like gave me a nod. I gave a nod back, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go see Decision to Leave. I was like, fuck it. So I messaged Carson. I was like, are you seeing anything tonight? And he's like, yeah, I'm seeing Decision to Leave. And I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, fine, I'll see Decision to Leave. So I went, and honestly, it was great. I thought it was fantastic. It's just, I almost feel like it would be even better if I was like 100% like here like mentally. I was so tired. The screening was at like 10 o'clock, like 9:45 or something. It got done at like 12:20 or something. I was so tired, and yet it was still really good. So I was like, okay, like I think I need to watch this again. Maybe I'll like it even more. So he made the decision to leave. That's right. That's right. I did. I really did. You think Park Chan-wook will get in for director? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like good international slots. Like Inarritu is still there. He's still kind of looming. Ruben Östlund is there. Park Chan-wook. I apologize for who directed All Quiet on the Western Front. I forgot about that, but it is a very good movie. It's just I don't feel confident in reviewing it because of how dead I was. It is really good though, and it is a pretty romantic movie. I liked it. Edward Berger, thank you. That's who it is. Like even he's entered the race now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like maybe this is the time where the international slot doesn't happen. I hope not. But yeah, Decision to Leave is great. Okay, The Sun. Yeah, The Sun was one of probably the most interesting movies I saw because I loved the conversation afterwards. I loved like talking to people who loved it and hated it. I thought was so good. Like the conversations were great, honestly. I don't know. I posted a review for it, so I have my feelings there. Go see that because a movie like this does require a lot of like nuance and everything. I didn't hate it though. Like there was some highs for me, but like there were some lows there. And I saw some people comment on the video who said like, if the character is just crying all the time and is high emotion, that's not a good depiction of depression. Which I agree, that's not a good depiction of depression. However, I don't know. I didn't look at the son character and all I saw was crying. Like I don't see that. I saw a lot of scenes of like dejectedness and like a blankness like in him. Like I really didn't see him just continually cry or yell. He has scenes like that for sure, but I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a disservice if you're say that the character all he does is cry. I don't think so. And by the way, as I said in the review, I don't think the son character works. Okay, I don't think it's written well, but I also think that's a little. I disagree with that. So, do you think everyone is way too harsh about Zen McGrath? Yeah, I do. I honestly do. Like, can you imagine being like that age? Like, you're probably like online too, like looking at the reviews. I just also didn't think he was like the worst either, but like you can think he's like gave a bad performance, or you can think he's the worst in the movie. Like that's fine. I have no problem with that. But when it's like stop acting, like this is done, like your career's done, it's like, bruh, you need to relax. I'm not gonna talk about a kid like that. Like no way. No way I'm gonna do that. Like the performance is like isn't even It's not like god awful. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, everyone wants to know, like, Hugh Jackman, does the mixed reviews affect Jackman's chance of Best Actor? Absolutely. I think it absolutely does. I guess I would still have him in, but I'll be honest, I'm really close to just blanking the Son. I just want to wait a little bit more. I want to wait a little bit more just because, as I said in the video, you just don't know how this will play to general audiences. And I know some people here are like, oh, I'm part of general audiences, but like if you're watching this video, like, I just don't think you are, you know? Like, if you're watching this video, you like movies enough to watch some dude on the internet talk about it, right? My thing is, like, if I showed this movie to my group of friends, my like completely normie group of friends, they go to the theater for occasionally a horror movie, Marvel movies, and then an occasional one where there's good word of mouth, like Everything Everywhere. Those are like the only movies they see in theaters. If I showed them this, like, would they like it? Like, I think so. I think they would. If I showed this movie to my parents, would they be moved by it because they see some of it? I think so. So that's the only reason I'm not completely ready to abandon The Son. Now, it is a heavy movie, so maybe audiences and the Academy will just say this is like too much, and they'll just say no. But I'm not ready to do that quite yet. But Jackman is low. Jackman is now 4 or 5. And I don't think anyone from supporting actress is getting in. I don't think Zen McGrath is getting in. And honestly, like, Hugh Jackman is in just because Best Actor is really looking a little light right now. I don't believe in the Bill Nighy thing. I think Hugh Jackman is just better than Bill Nighy in terms of the performances there. Like, Diego Calva, I actually probably would have in, but like, who else? Who else would get in over Hugh Jackman? I don't know, like Adam Driver in White Noise, like Christian Bale, Amsterdam. Like, is this what we're going to right now? And that's the case, then it's like, well, Hugh Jackman's probably in. Screenplay, I think screenplay might be looking a little done. I might have been a little nice in the review where I said, like, The Son might just get in just because adapted is really weak. But I don't even know. Honestly, like, Tom Cruise is like a legitimate 10. He's in like a legitimate like 10 field, and it blows my mind. I can't believe we're here. Song Kang-ho for Broker, he should get in. Like, why isn't this happening? But yeah, The Son, so interesting. I did have a good talk with the Oscar expert and Brother Bro about some of the endings, along with Adriana, who really did not like them. He fucking hated it. And it was a good conversation. You know, some good stuff were pointed out. So I'm really interested to know what everyone thinks about it when it comes out, if you can handle it. Or, you know. So yeah, that's The Son. I saw Pearl at TIFF. I thought it was fine. Maybe it's because I just got out of The Son and I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought Pearl was fine. I think Mia Goth is amazing, but just as a movie overall, I think I don't like it as much as X. So I know everyone's kind of seeing Pearl right now, but that's that. Let's move on. We're almost done here. Broker, I liked Broker, but I was a little disappointed with Broker. And maybe it is just because it's like a boneless shoplifters, just the subject is different. But I don't know. Something about it didn't completely land with me. The emotion didn't hit me as much as Shoplifters did. But it's still very good. I really like the score. The performances are fantastic. I mean, Song Kang, I know some people are kind of off this movie just because it's not submitted by Korea or Japan, so like it almost feels dead. But I hope people still go out and see it because I still think there's some good stuff in there. And once again, that was my third movie of the day, so maybe I just needed to take a break. The Greatest Beer Run Ever, I'm definitely going to review that. Gave that 3 stars. I'm just spoiling everything now. I thought, to put it simply, I thought the first half of this movie was actively bad, and I thought the second half of the movie was enjoyable, fun, kind of. I know fun is a tough thing to say about a movie about the Vietnam War, but so when you take that, it just kind of comes to, I thought it was okay. It was fine. You go in with an open mind, obviously, even though some people feel a way about Green Book. I thought I would actually like this movie, and then it was just fine. I thought Zac Efron was in the first half, once again, I thought it was bad, and then he gets decent in the second half. Penelope Cruz got another penalty. Yeah, that is true, but Penelope Cruz was like a winner and previous nominee. Song Kang-ho's never been recognized, even though he should have for Parasite. Well, whatever. But yeah, The Greatest Rerun Ever, I'll review that, so stay tuned for that. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. And then All Quiet on the Western Front. So a lot of people have been talking about this, and people are saying, it should be Netflix's biggest push. And it's crazy because I talked to Diego from Discussing Films, and he actually kind of pointed that out to me like days before this premiered. He said that he thinks that if Netflix has the balls, they should push All Quiet on the Western Front. I thought the war scenes in this movie was absolutely incredible. I thought some of the technical elements are incredible. But like some war movies with me, the story is just like, I don't know. It just doesn't do it. Like, there's not enough emotional weight for me to truly be all in. I might bump it up to a 4, to be honest, because like the technical elements are amazing. But I don't know if I can go there right now. There's still some things that are a little bit lacking to me. So like, for instance, if like someone died in the movie, I felt like I was supposed to care a lot, and just because of the story and how it's laid out, I feel like I really didn't care that much. That sounds really fucked up to say, but the war scenes are incredible. I mean, the opening scene is, God, I really thought I was in for like a 5-star movie when it opened, but whatever. That's just how I feel. Any chance for no chance. He's not in the movie that much. He's not in the movie that much. I really feel like Berger's our best shot at international director. I mean, maybe because this. I mean, that is fair because this is definitely the most like technical achievement movie out of the international slots, but I'm still not sure. And like, who knows if Netflix will actually push it? Because I know it's getting good reviews, but like, so is Glass Onion, and Glass Onion just placed at People's Choice. So like, I don't know. I feel like maybe they would do that. But that was the last movie I saw at TIFF. The last one is just Barbarian, and that I'm home now. So I saw that here. I love Barbarian, but that's really it for what I saw at TIFF. So I saw all those movies here. It was crazy. It was insane. I hung out with like people that I watched on YouTube, like Karsten, and we're just like hanging out. Wild. Someone came up. It was like me, like Brother Bro, and Karsten, and she came up. She like asked for a picture of all 3 of us. I have no idea where that picture is now. Multiple people took a picture with me and with others, and I've only seen like one of them. So I don't really know. It's crazy. Anyways, that is everything I saw at TIFF. It was an insane time, and I honestly really had a good time. I did. I know I complained a lot about food and everything, but now that I went there, I felt that I had a good sense of everything, and I could do it again even better, if I went again next year. So this coming week, I am going to review The Menu, My Policeman, and Greatest Beer Run, and then I'll see about some of the others. Okay. Saw you at Broker, but I was in a rush line, couldn't lose my spot. Yeah, all good. No worries. Okay, let's see. Is there anything I can answer? Does Menu have a chance at original screenplay? No, but it's in my 10. Okay, I know I'm missing a lot of comments, so I'm trying to go through it. How much Tim Hortons did you have? Dude, I freaking didn't go to Tim Hortons because the Starbucks was in the hotel and it was just so convenient. Canadian Starbucks is not as good as American one, but that's just me. Ooh, have you seen Blonde? Maybe. No, I haven't seen Blonde. It's in my account right now. Like, I can watch it right now. I just haven't had time to, and I need to give myself like 3 hours because that's a really long movie. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to review that one, to be honest. I feel like there's no winning for me if I review that, but you'll see it on my Letterboxd and maybe Twitter. So that's that. Condon for sure in for supporting actress. I don't know if for sure is the right word, but I think I would probably have her in my 5. probably lower down, but I think that's what I would do. Do you think Blanchett will win Best Actress? I have no clue. I mean, I'm inclined to still say Robbie, honestly. I'm inclined to still say Margot Robbie. Yeah, I was planning to go to the New York Film Festival. I got accepted as press, which is awesome, and I thank you guys again for that. But I'm not going. I'm not going to New York. Like, I can't. It's too much money, and then more time off, more traveling, and I'm already traveling other stuff with my girlfriend and stuff. So I emailed them back thanking them, but I said to rescind my press because I will not be attending. So it's fine. I'm seeing Tar in like a few weeks anyway, so that's good. And I'm seeing Amsterdam next week, or I don't know, before September ends. So I guess stay tuned for that. I don't know. I will say the one good thing about a movie like Amsterdam and a press screening is that I don't pay for it, so I'm not contributing to the financial success of that movie. Do you think Sue can get into supporting? I do. But I mean, both actress categories, especially supporting actress, honestly, it's like a bloodbath. So I would really need to see Everything Everywhere really like start to ramp up, you know. So we'll see. Yeah, Amsterdam reactions come out in 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll see. If there's enough people still on and asking me questions and it gets to that point, I'll stay on for Amsterdam reactions. We can kind of go through them and then I'll kind of wrap it up. But yeah, I know. It was cool going to New York last year. But see, yeah, now it's like every year, like people do this every year, bruh. Like film festivals, and they go to like multiple. Like, are people lying and they just they're just stacked with money? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like I have to choose between New York or TIFF like every year. I don't think I can do both. That's crazy. Jennifer Connelly in your mind for supporting actress? For what? Oh, Top Gun? Oh, no. No. No way. I don't think so. I think she's great in that movie. I like the chemistry they have, but I don't think so. Actual favorite film? What do you mean? Oh, is it because of my my profile on Letterboxd has what is it? SpongeBob? That shit is great. What do you mean? What if SpongeBob is my favorite? You don't know that. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit. Yeah, you don't know if it's not my favorite. I wish I could change the backdrop. That'd be awesome. Look at that. That looks so good. My actual favorite, I mean, I think the movie that actually like solidified that I love movies is like La La Land, which some people might cringe at, but the reason I say that is because I should not like La La Land. Like, everything about it, I should not like it, but I did. I'd choose TIFF if I could, but New York is more convenient because it's so close. Yeah, being in Arizona, literally everything is on the other side, except for like AFI Fest and like, I mean that's cool, but not that much. The Whale make you cry? No, but to be honest, no movie makes me cry. That's like a problem I have. I don't know why, or it's not a problem, but I don't cry in movies. I'll like tear up, but as my friends say, that doesn't count. And crying means a tear falls from your face, and for whatever reason, I just can't cry in a movie. Scarlett Johansson, SpongeBob. Yeah, is that Scarlett Johansson's best role as the mermaid? It might be. Do you think Black Panther will get in, or it will just be tag categories? Man. I asked that question around to some people, and they actually thought that Black Panther is the second most likely blockbuster to get in after Top Gun Maverick. They think it has a better chance than Avatar because of the emotional weight, and honestly, I think I probably agree. How many times have you seen Everything Everywhere? Not that much, I don't think. I think I've seen it maybe like 2-3 times, maybe. I think that's it. What movies got you closest to crying? Logan, I was actually really close to crying. I mean, when she's like, I'm not. It's been out forever. When she's like crying and she says "daddy," I mean that one really hits hard. I don't know why that one hits so hard. That one. I mean, La La Land almost cried. See, I should know these because I feel like I've been asked that before. I should know these answers. I don't know. Close to crying. Mass almost got me to cry. I remember the first time I watched that. That shit was brutal. That was brutal. Advice for an Arizona-based movie nerd as well to get into these screens. Are you from Arizona? That's crazy. Advice. I mean, you kind of have to take it into your own hands. You know. I sometimes get emails from people asking about it, and it's like, yo, you just. I hate. Gosh, I've become one of those people now. Like you really just got to start. Like just make a blog or start a channel. Like I love seeing that like a lot of subscribers like have their own channel or like doing their own thing. Like that's really cool to me. What was the most visually pleasing movie you saw this year? If you're talking about TIFF, it's Empire of Light. If it's like the whole year, I would have to think about it. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Not sure off the top of my head. So what are your 5 in adapter right now? I feel like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. I don't really know. You know, what time is it? 5:45? Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up actually my last predictions that I haven't changed since August or whatever. All right. Let's see. I'm giving y'all the scoop. See, this is why y'all should tune into the live streams, you know? Giving y'all the scoop here. God damn, look at that shit. Dude, cringe, man. Bardo and the Sun? Fuck. See, and I'm just embarrassing myself. Part of life, she said triangle. Wow, I genuinely, guys, I have not looked at this since that last video in August. Triangle of Sadness, I don't really think is happening either. Okay, give me a break. Give me a break. Cut me some slack here. Cut me some slack. I'm not gonna start changing things now. You know, I don't want to start like just randomly thinking like now, but see, this is what I do. You know what? Fine, make fun of me. I don't care. I don't care. I'm secure. Avatar, Black Panther. You still have... No. This is from August. I have not touched these since August. Okay, I have not touched these. So this is not me right now. No. That's not it. You know, this slide isn't that bad, actually. This slide isn't that bad. I'm a little nervous for Elvis, I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous for Elvis. Babylon might be too edgy to sweep. Yeah, that's why I don't think it would. I think it would get some text and then maybe like a director if it's like amazing. But I don't think it would win a picture. Tar is a lock, I think. A lock? A lock, you think? If you think, then it's not a lock. But I don't know. Elvis is a picture thing. I don't believe you. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Like, wouldn't it be insane? I might tweet this out, depending on the reactions, which we're getting in like 15 minutes. Wouldn't it be wild if all these movies start falling from picture only for Amsterdam to take its place? Wouldn't that just be... That would just be something, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking crazy. Director... So I'm looking at this now, like the same time. Wow. Oh, God. Jesus. A lot of things have changed, huh? You know, there is one thing that you do feel kind of powerful after you go to TIFF because you like, I have like some clarity. However, I almost feel like I don't have clarity, and I've seen some of these movies. So, been following since like 2K followers, love content. Wow, insane! Thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate that. I remember like really like one of my first subscribers, and she still kind of watches my videos, I think. But I really think she was like my 9th subscriber, and I was like, wow. Amazing. Del Toro's Pinocchio. Yeah, I don't buy that for picture as much as I would love it to. Just because, like, you know, like, once again, we just got a Pinocchio. I feel like people will just be like, another remake. Another one. Oh, man. I mean, I guess that's not awful. That's not awful, I guess. Kelvin Harrison or Chevalier is 2023 from what I hear. I saw a lot from TIFF, but I was not able to see Chevalier or Causeway. I think those are the biggest ones. Yeah. Are you an Arizona native? If so, yeah, I was born here. So yeah, I sometimes go to that one, that Harkins. That's not that close to me, but sometimes. Mr. Scratch's review on the Batman, really enjoyed. Oh, so this year, huh? Yeah. See, I'm a laid back person and I'm chill and I do cuss a lot and I think that's what people like. And then like the Oscar nominations happen and then I turned to like a screaming motherfucker. I go fucking crazy. But they're pretty restrained performances. Yeah, fair enough. She Said. Man, I forgot about She Said. What am I? I've heard, not to get a scoop, but talked to some people who have seen She Said, and I still don't know what to do with it. I still have no clue what to do with it. Matt Neglia has She Said at his number 5 for picture. Number 5? That's a lot. That's high. That is high. Angela Bassett. Yeah, I was having fun with that one, I remember. Favorite movies of the year so far? Everything Everywhere, Nope. I Still Love Cha Cha Real Smooth, Women Talking, Top Gun, The Menu, Banshees, Glass Onion, Marcel, Barbarian, Prey. Boom, I just listed off a bunch right there. Those are some of my favorites. Do you think they'll give Hugh the Oscar just so? No, I don't think so. I think his winning stuff, like, that's over. That's over. Supporting actor. I mean, that's not awful. That's not awful. Ben Whishaw is like, man, Ben Whishaw, I thought was great. I thought he was great. He almost got me to tear up. I will say that. I think he made other people in the theater cry. Followed you since Nomadland days. Nomadland days. Dang. Yeah, been a ride. Been a ride. Thank you for following that long. I mean, wild. Do you think Pitt can get snubbed? I don't know. It seems like he actually has a pretty sizable role in what's it called? The Babylon trailer. Barbarian review coming. I don't think I'm gonna review Barbarian, but I did really like Barbarian. I thought it was unintentionally hilarious. I thought it was like purposefully hilarious in a lot. But like the first like 30 minutes are unbelievably good. Wish All Made Me Cry. Oh, there you go. Kiwi Kwan is the easy winner. He should be, right? Like, who is winning? Like, who is like actually gonna challenge him to win? Like, forget nominations. Like, as a win, it like straight up might just be Brad Pitt to challenge him, and who knows with that. But like Zen McGrath, no. Gleason is not win competitive, at least. Dano, I don't think is win competitive either. Wishaw, I can't imagine he's win competitive. I don't think that. I would add Barry Keoghan in here somewhere. Oh yeah, House of Dragon comes out in 10 minutes, huh? Yeah, okay. Since we're only 10 minutes in, I'll stay on for the Amsterdam reactions and then I'll end it. Because I care about y'all well-being, and I'm sure you guys would rather watch House of the Dragon than stay on here. Who do you think is most likely to get snubbed? From supporting actor? Either Gleason or Dano. Oh, I would add Judd Hirsch in here also. That's what I would do. Original screenplay, Fabelmans. Man. I mean, if I have Everything Everywhere at 1 for picture, which is what I want to do, wouldn't it make sense to put Everything Everywhere at 1 for screenplay? Ki Hwa Kwan versus Hirsch. Oh, no, please no. If If he is win competitive, I'm going to lose my mind. He should get, like, if he wants to get nominated, sure. But oh man. Sorry, I'm late to the stream. Wow. I wait. You're the one I followed and then realized that you didn't even follow me. That's great. I remember. I remember. I think Everything Everywhere Babylon could win original screenplay. I'm just not sure the Fabelmans will go for a win. I don't think Babylon is a screenplay winner just based off of what I hear and everything, and I know the script is available online, but I don't want to read it. I just don't want to read it. Which has a better screenplay, Everything Everywhere or Fabelmans? Well, like I just prefer Everything Everywhere as a better movie, like hands down. So why not The Menu and Pearl and Best Original Screenplay? Yeah, okay, so these are from August, okay? People coming into the stream now, these are from August, my last video. I have not touched these at all, so I have not, these aren't my predictions now, okay? These aren't it now. I'm just kind of going through it. Women Talking, Son, She Said, Banshee. So Banshees is going to be original. Is Fabelmans better than West Side Story? I like West Side Story better. But listen, I know people like love the Fabelmans, so I think most of my audience would probably love the Fabelmans, just because it really speaks to, like film people, filmmakers, film students, people who love film. And once again, that ending of the Fabelmans it's a very good ending. Cinematography. I mean, Babylon cinematography looks insane. Looks insane. Do you ever imagine a world where Weird Al Yankovic would get better reviews? I know. It's crazy. I didn't hate Empire of Light, though. I will say that. I didn't hate Empire of Light. I mean, y'all know that already, but I really didn't. Do you think Taylor Swift or Kendrick Lamar could get in for live action short category? I'm going to go on a limb and say no. I'm going to say they fully reject that. I'm going to say they shut that down real quick. That's what I think. Are people arguing in the chat about RRR? What am I seeing right now? What's going on? Replace Bardo with The Menu. Yeah, I'd for screenplay I'd replace a bunch of things. This is from months ago. So. Will it contend in any text? I honestly really can't see it contending in any text. I mean, the score is nice, but I don't know if that would get in. Score seems kind of big. I don't really think. Avatar for picture now? Maybe. Y'all know I had Avatar in my predictions for a while, and then everyone kind of convinced me off of it, but I wanted to compromise, so I put it at 11. So it would make sense that, I take off Bardo, I take off the sun. It would make sense that I put in my number 11. But I don't know now. I don't know. I'd remove Bardo, the sun, and Triangle of Sadness for sure. I would possibly remove Empire of Light and maybe She Said. I don't know, though. Like, the way it's looking now, maybe She Said can just happen. Man, I need to see Black Panther. I need to see Black Panther. The trailer played before Barbarian the other night, and, like, oh my gosh, the trailer is so fucking good. The trailer is so good. Thoughts on Saoirse Ronan no longer appearing in Barbie? Yeah, I tweeted about that. That was, like, the worst news of my life, probably. Let me see. Is anything happening on Twitter right now? Why do I have so many freaking notifications? Sorry, I'm just going through everything. Okay. I'm just making sure no reactions have come out yet. Okay. Yeah, reactions are supposed to come out in 3 minutes. So we'll see. Haven't seen the trailer on the big screen. Is it cool? Oh man, the Black Panther trailer is so good. It's such an amazing trailer. Like, for real. Banshees doesn't need text. Yeah, it doesn't. Because that movie is win competitive with screenplay. And depending on who you ask, actor, I don't see that, but, whatever. Drake's an executive producer for Amsterdam. Yeah, that's something I found out today. Very nice suit he's rocking, but that was not expected. Did not see that one coming. Radcliffe for Golden Globe nom. I actually think it can. I think it can. Are you going to a Don't Worry Darling screening soon? No, I think I'm just gonna see it like just when it comes out. I missed a screening here because I was in TIFF, and there's no other screening ahead, and I'm not like the IMAX one is too far away from me here, so no. I'll watch it with everybody, so that'll be fun. Right now, screenings they're starting to ramp up. Right now, all I have on the schedule is I have Blonde right now. I can watch that whenever. Then Amsterdam and Tar within the next week or so, or 2 weeks, whatever. But it's starting to pop. We're starting to get into the good shit here. At this point, do you think we can get 3 blockbusters in the Best Picture? Yeah, we could. We absolutely could. The way it's going right now, man, fuck. Thoughts on Russell's filmography in general? I don't know. I like Silver Linings Playbook. I do not like American Hustle. I haven't seen that many of his movies, to be honest, but listen, when I watch Amsterdam, I don't know. I'll watch it as a movie, but also tear him a new asshole because he's a fucking he just shouldn't be working right now. I don't know what he's doing. What was the best food you ate in Toronto? I don't know. I would like to. Everything I ate was mostly takeout. There was a few times where I could afford to sit down and eat with people. I don't know. There was it's so Asian. There's a good Asian spot there with some good salmon. I'm a salmon boy. Is Brendan Fraser your dad? Yeah. No, Stephen Yeun's my dad. But I did talk about Alex and The Good Nurse earlier, if you missed it. Did you have Tim Hortons? I did not have Tim Hortons, Ashby. I did not. I'm a fucking failure, dude. I know it. I did not have Tim Hortons. Okay, let's see. It is 6 o'clock. Is there anything out now? Let's see. Oh boy. Oh man, shit's already. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all. Oh, I'm already seeing different. Okay, hold up. Can I show my Twitter? Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. So Amsterdam is a massive misfire. The central mystery is needlessly convoluted. The pacing is poor and the acting is inconsistent, and it's only intermittently amusing if that. Christian Bale and Margot Robbie make it out unscathed. Robert De Niro and Anya Taylor-Joy deliver too. All right, I'll slap a favorite on that one. I just saw one. Amsterdam is a big old miss. Uh-oh. That's crazy because I went on my phone and I saw a positive review. Oh, here we go. Amsterdam is an enchanting mystery with a beautiful friendship at its center. The film explores on something. Christian Bale's actor of his generation. Okay. What's happening? What's happening here? I need to know more. Let me go on my phone. This is the freaking Twitter on the desktop is too much. I know there are a lot of people who have their torches and pitchforks ready to take this film down because of David O. Russell, but frankly, it would have failed even absent his controversies. It feels like a parody of David O. Russell. Ooh, okay, that's a tough one. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, fine, freaking. I don't want to leave y'all out of the dust here, Let me see if there's any that you're seeing that I haven't read. Send them in the chat. I'll pull them up if they're on Twitter. I'm not seeing that many reactions yet. Because I know for some people it actually screened in LA before the New York premiere. The New York premiere might still be going on. I don't see that much right now. I don't see that much. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, yeah, that last part is because, you know, you got to know that, you know, people are gonna be ready to really take this movie down. But it seems like just straight up the movie doesn't. Okay, I don't even want to start speaking right now. It's literally only a few reviews. Dang, dang, dang. Okay. Okay. Amsterdam. Oh boy. I think everything's still going. I'm not seeing any other reviews right now, unless I'm just missing stuff. David O. Russell career, oh, now officially over, at least as an awards player. One can hope. One can hope. So I've seen one positive, two negative. Is that what I'm seeing? Let's see. Brian Davids from what? Oh, The Hollywood Reporter. Is it out? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's the one I read already. Yeah. I read that one. Yeah, so he liked it. I heard that. Frick. What did they tell me? What did they tell me? Someone from like a high profile trade got a chance to see Amsterdam, and they liked it. So we'll see. They liked it. Baking cake for the David O. Russell Silver Party. Yeah, that's where it seems to be. Okay. Amsterdam. I mean, listen, I don't think critics are gonna love this, you know. Um, but it's really up to the audience because, like, the audience does not know about David O. Russell stuff, you know. David O. Russell's Amsterdam is a lively, captivating romp with an intriguing post-war mystery. Blah 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 blah. Holy what? Let me see. Can't freaking type. Okay, let me just. Can I just like show my freaking thing? Yeah, laughingplace.com. Never heard of that, but whatever. Lively, captivating romp with an intriguing post-war murder mystery at its core. Christian Bale, David Washington, and Margot Robbie shine on a cast full of ringers, and the film is brisk, compelling, and funny. Interesting. I honestly didn't like the trailer for Amsterdam. So I don't know. Is anything else happening? Anything else? No, don't think so. Notifications going off right now. Okay. I'm not gonna stay on too much longer. I know people got shit to do, but I just want to once I see like Matt Neglia tweet, then I'll know that the New York premiere is done. So that's really what I'm waiting for here. What is happening in the chat right now? What's RRR? What's going on? Someone asked a question, I didn't answer it. What's happening? I think I'm gonna skip Amsterdam. Can't blame you there. I don't really think I would. I'm not like compelled to watch it. First of all, I didn't like the trailer anyway. But if I wasn't getting like a screening for it, then I don't think I would. What movie has disappointed you the most this year? I don't know. I mean, disappointed. I mean, it might be Blonde, depending on how I feel about that one. But I mean, Wendell and Wild, like I talked about, I had really high hopes for Wendell and Wild. And I didn't care for that one. I mean, The Sun certainly has disappointed me, because 13 Lives, Lightyear. Does Mini have a Best Picture chance? No, I don't think so. I mean, it should, to me. That shit is great, but no. Babylon trailer reaction. It's up. It's up on my channel. Lightyear. Yeah, Lightyear is disappointing for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Lightyear was a disappointment. I thought that one could be good. Can you explain what a screener is? Yeah, so I mean, I guess a screener, if we're being really technical, usually a digital screener will be sent to you for certain movies from the studios or your PR rep or whatever. They'll send it to you. You get to see it early. Sometimes you have to sign like an NDA or whatever, or at least acknowledge that you are the one watching this and you only. And yeah, then you'll review it and you'll send it back to them or whatever. That's usually what a screener. If I hear screener, I think digital. If I hear screening, I think in person. That's how I think. No, I was not able to watch How to Bomb a Pipeline. I did hear good things about it though. So, what let you down with Wendell Wild? Honestly, I just didn't think the story worked like at all. I thought some of the voice acting wasn't up to par, but overall the story just did not work for me at all. I thought the story was like actively bad, which hurts me to say. Mia Goth is the Toni Collette this year. I get. I mean, she is fantastic. To me, Toni Collette's performance is like legitimately like amazing, like all time. But anything hopeful for Nope? Sound, visual effects. That's like really it. Even though it should get nominated for a lot more, but that's that. How's Jessie Buckley compared to Foy? I mean, they're all fantastic, honestly. They're all fantastic. She's great. She has a pretty tough role. The only reason I think Claire Foy is ahead in terms of predictions is because she comes out at 100 and kind of stays there. And Buckley's character, how she starts off, is a bit aggressive, I'll say. So, whereas Claire Foy, you can kind of, it's easier to probably like, you know, wrap your arms around that character in the beginning. Whereas like with Jessie Buckley, it's like a little intense, you know. Toni Collette is like the best horror performance ever, arguably. Yeah, I really thought it was amazing. I mean, that performance, yeah, that's an all-timer for me. Fucking love that one. Just watched I Lost My Body. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I do like I Lost My Body a lot. I do. Been watching you since you were with the Oscar expert last year. Do you like to cook and do you have a pet? I don't cook. I don't cook. Do I like to cook? I don't mind it. And sometimes it can be kind of, you know, peaceful, you know? And I do have a dog. You always do this when I'm working. Sorry, you can watch it back after. Thank you. Still nothing from Amsterdam, so still waiting. Oh yeah, I just got that one. Yeah, honestly, like, dude, like the Oscars and Brother Bro, like they're dope. Seriously, like in person, they're like awesome. I felt like I had like individual dates with both of them during TIFF. There's one where we were just walking the city, just me and the Oscar expert, and we're just walking around, went to the CN Tower, and someone actually came up to both of us and was like I'm in orientation right now, but like I love both of your channels, whatever. Like that's just like surreal. That is surreal. Favorite movie shot by Deakins. Also, is he coming for his third Oscar? I don't know if he would win for Empire of Light just because the movie's reception is a little bit lower. Favorite movie shot? I don't know. I do fuck with Prisoners. I'll say that. What did you think of the I Want to Dance with Somebody trailer? You mean the jump scare with from the writer of Bohemian Rhapsody? That trailer? I think it. I mean, it looks like another biopic. Honestly, I think the performance will be good. How to feel to be within Brother Residence' luscious hair? Yeah, his hair is real luscious. It just kind of flows. Like, I'm kind of jealous of it. I wish I could have hair like that. Instead, I gotta like style this, and sometimes it's not cooperating with me, and it looks awful. But him, he just kind of like lays it down. It's like really long now. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see. Very odd, too, that David O. Russell decided to make a movie where a man, Christian Bale's character, is accused of something he didn't do and is desperately trying to clear his name, and later says something to the effect of, just because everyone believes it, does that make it true? Yikes. Is that real? That's for real? Maybe I'm reading into this too much, but wow, that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to watch Tar to see what the hype is about. Yeah, same. I'm excited to watch Tar. As soon as I got the invite, I was like, yep, sign me up. Sign me up. I'll be there. I'll be there for that one. I think Elvis is worse than Bohemian Rhapsody. Dang. That's a hot take right there. That's a hot take. Yeah, gosh, dang. Once these reviews come in, we'll go over it, and then I'm going to end the stream so y'all can watch House of Dragon. Low-key want to see Smile. I think that'll be like kind of funny. It's like a fun movie to see. I don't know. Disappointment Boulevard hype? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. Hereditary is the one movie that I did like a complete, probably like the biggest jump from rewatch. First watch Hereditary, I thought it was fine. Kept thinking about it. It was getting better. Rewatched it, and I was like, is this like one of the best horror movies of the decade? And yes, it is. Thoughts on animated this year? Pinocchio winning, Turning Red, number 2. Blonde is divisive. Yeah, it is pretty divisive. I'm curious to see it. I just have to make time for it. I thought maybe I could do it tonight, but I wanted to do this instead. What's your biggest worry about Babylon? Just like how insane it is. Because I'll be honest, I don't think the critic score for Babylon will be that high, you know? Like Wolf of Wall Street only has like a 70-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think actually it'll be around there. I think it could be a little bit too much. Do you play 2K? I used to. I want a PS5. Like I want to. If I get a PS5, then that could be like my DVD player. And I could also get back in 2K. Because sometimes I do miss 2K. Sometimes. Bob's Burgers should win animated. Have you seen it? I've seen the Bob's Burgers movie. I liked it. I don't know. I just like the show more, you know? God dang, man. I'm just trying to get these Amsterdam reactions. They probably started late. Do you think the Puss in Boots movie could climb into animated? I mean, I guess anything's possible. You know, the Boss Baby did. Yeah, I don't think the Marcel the Shell, even if it does, even if they do say fine, it can compete because technically it meets the qualifications. But I don't think that. I think they'll reject it. The animated branch. Favorite TV show? The most basic answer ever, but like, what are you gonna do? The Office. Sorry. Love it though. You should start doing TV reviews on your channel. I've thought about that, but I don't watch enough TV to do that. And it just takes too long, honestly. Like a movie, I like it because it's like, boom, 2 hours, you're done. With TV, it could be like a week-long affair or whatever. I was gonna review like Moon Knight from Marvel, but I just really don't have anything great to say about those shows. Like, I wish Marvel would stop making TV, honestly. I wish they would just kind of stick to movies because I think that they're better at that, to be honest. Okay, okay. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to my Twitter. Oh shit, did not mean to do that. Okay. Apparently Matt Neglia tweeted. Okay. Amsterdam is a convoluted mess that's never as interesting as it thinks it is. Christian Bale's attempt to do quirky comedy with embarrassing results while Margot Robbie and John D. Washington lack any chemistry. Lubeski's camera work feels at odds with David Russell's style. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? Let me look up the hashtag for Amsterdam. Let's go to latest. Joy Magnuson. Amsterdam's a solid amount of fun with the A-list cast. Up and down the line having a blast. Reminding me of a lighter American Hustle. That is not a good thing to me. David Russell does a sort of big ensemble piece very well. Okay. Like, on one part of me is really just thinking, like, isn't this what we expected? Like, of course critics aren't gonna, like, are they giving him a fair shake? But I also don't give a fuck. It's like, I just don't care. I'd like to think that, people have enough dignity to just say what they feel about a movie. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it works anyways. I mean, people said that. Yeah, Matt Neglia hated Amsterdam. Yep. Okay, well, that's just another movie I can take off the 20 for Best Picture, so that's fine with me. That is fine with me. David O. Russell's an abuser and a hack. He do be. Like, when I review Amsterdam, I probably can't get into what he's done because I'd probably get demonetized. Is there anything else right now? Man. Oh. Let's see it. David O. Russell's Amsterdam is often very funny thanks to its fully committed talented cast, but it falls far short of the screwball great it attempts to emulate. However, it is a mildly entertaining necessary reminder that if we forget history, we are doomed to repeat it. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's like a middling review of it. The Taylor Swift fans are already giving it 10s on IMDb. Is it seriously? For real? Bruh, this is not the movie that stans want to be attached to, yo. If there's any Taylor Swift stans in this chat, this is not the movie you want to get attached to. Let me just tell you. Don't do it. Avatar 2 and Wakanda Forever and back. I mean, wouldn't that just be much better than like some of the other options here? Like, that's the reason I wasn't against Spider-Man No Way Home for Best Picture last year. Because I was like, yo, guys, the alternatives are House of Gucci or like Being the Ricardos. So yeah, I'd rather have Spider-Man in. Do you watch movies subtitles on or off? Like at home? Usually on because I'm very courteous, of who's in the house. So I try not to play anything too loud. So sometimes I'll have subtitles on. Blockbusters film festivals? Yeah, honestly. Honestly. God dang. They're just with fans right now? That hurts. Amsterdam has some fun scenes but is deeply confused about the kind of film it wants to be. The tone alternates between Wes Anderson and serious spycraft, and the great performers have difficulty saving it. How do you land a performance in a film that can't decide its genre? Ooh. Interesting. Is that all I'm seeing right now? What the fuck? Ben Stiller moderating the Q&A for Amsterdam. Damn. Okay. Thoughts on Moon King getting in Best Picture? I don't see it personally, but you never know, I guess. Maybe I think that would be on my 20 actually. We'll have to see how much more money it makes, but because that's one that I do think that it needs the box office for sure. But okay, what time is it? 6:22. I've been going for almost 2 hours. I think that'll be it. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, Letterboxd, Twitter. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. We are really getting into award season, so this is where I really start thriving. You know what I'm saying? This is how I really start thriving. Are you ever scared of other reviews influencing how you feel about the movie? No. That is one thing that I actually feel very good about, where I am for sure like just going in with an open mind. So I feel fine reading reviews for. I know other people get influenced sometimes, and I get it, but like groupthink is a problem with the film industry or critics and everything. But yeah, so Twitter, Letterboxd, just stay tuned. I think I'm gonna finish out my TIFF coverage this week, so you should see that, and then after that you start getting stuff like Amsterdam and Tar and shit like that. So, and predictions in October, so that'll be fun. Okay, thank y'all for watching as always, and yeah, I'm gonna go get food right now actually. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.